Hello, David Zritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. Yes, we're back in France. It's like we never left, but this time we're going to be talking specifically about what to wear on a James Bond experience excursion while you're in the south of France. The south of France has a different level of elegance, joie de vivre, if you will. First things first, I'm wearing this amazing linen top from Oliver Brown. Fits good. I'm holding a selfie. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And wrist roll, I've got my Quantum of Solace on because why not? I need something a little ragtag and tumble. And this is brand new. Look at this. This sailor bracelet from Omega. I know, it fits great, size large. Absolutely love this. Got this from the New York City boutique, the Omega boutique. Dario, the man. Anyway, we're going to bring you through all the different outfits and talk to you why these particular outfits fit the locations, fit the events, and fit the experiences. Come on, come on. Another outfit I had to think about is I'm going to be on boats. I mean, we are on the Mediterranean. We have a couple of experiences that have to do with boats, so I had to go Quantum of Solace. Of course I did. So what did I do? I tied the Oliver Brown Sebastian that I tend to favor. I've got my Quantum of Solace watch. You can see on the wrist roll, a wrist roll. I've got my Tom Ford Quantum of Solace sunglasses, my lucky ones. I've got an R.M. Williams belt. You'll never see it, but it's a Daniel Craig favorite. I've got a pair of Uniqlo that replicates the ones he has in Quantum of Solace. Now, footwear-wise, this is where it gets a little crazy. If you come down specifically here, you can see these are the Oliver Brown sneakers that actually are perforated to be boat shoes because they can get wet. They're waterproof, but the water should aerate and flow out of this. I hope not to test this, but it's also nice and airy. It's going to get warm today. This is a nice transitional property. This has a wicking away moisture fabric, perfect for this. And yet, look at this, folks. This just smacks of Daniel Craig in Quantum of Solace on a boat. I'm hoping I don't run into any bad guys. We'll have to check it out.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good.
Heading off to Nice today to explore Nice, and why not? I'm going to be wearing, again, my Quantum of Solace and my Omega sailor bracelet. They're kind of mainstays. I've got another watch that I'm going to show you when I wear another outfit. But now let's talk about why and what I'm wearing today. All Oliver Brown. I've got the Sebastian linen polo. Why? Because it's lightweight. It is hot out there. It's going to be hot. That Saint-Tropez Côte d'Azur sun beating down on you. I think it's a UV index of something like 9 today. It'll offer some protection, but this is mostly about comfort. You can almost see how this kind of swishes around. But check out, hold on a second, you're gonna like this. Check out the bathing shorts, 007. Yeah, these are from when the Octopussy line came out. It's got the Oliver Brown brass attachments and everything like that. Really cool. So why am I wearing a bathing suit / shorts is because we're going to be right by in Nice, the beach. Of course we are, right? And the Mediterranean, I may actually dip in. I may feel so hot and obligated that I'll just jump right in. And now I'm in bathing shorts. I can walk along. I can jump into the Mediterranean. I have choices. And that's what, I don't know, comfort and James Bond clothing is all about. Choices. Oh, by the way, you're saying, David, why don't you run a comb through your hair? That's because I've got a nice hat that I'm going to be wearing, because you wear a hat when the sun is baking down on you and you're as white as I am. Yeah, you do. During the day, we've been a lot more active than I even expected. So a couple of things. This sun is extremely intense. Trust me when I say this. So a good sun protection factor is your best friend. This is your second best friend. It's a really good hat. This one has SPF of 50. It's a straw hat, but the sun doesn't leak in. I still put SPF on the top of my head. But today we're going to be really active. So what do I have on? Hold on a second. We've got a nice OBT shirt. It's going to keep me dry and also relaxed and a little cool, even though it's going to be about 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Got my Quantum back on because it's an active day. Still, yeah, enjoying my Omega Sailor bracelet. A lot of people are giving compliments on this. And because it's going to be warm, I've got OB shorts slash bathing suits on. Let me rest that puppy up there. So we're ready. We're going to be actually exploring a really unusual place in the south of France called Ez. And Ez is this mountaintop village that is supposed to be incredibly charming. So Danielle and I are going to do what the honeymooners do, and we're going to go to Ez and explore it, all leading up to the start of the big 007 stuff tonight. But today, some more couple time.
Sympa, hein? Ouais, c'est sûr. Ah oui, c'est sûr. C'est sûr, il a besoin d'un là-bas, ils vont trouver ça.
I have changed yet again. I know I have more changes than Lady Gaga, but tonight I have the Gatherall, the big Operation Gatherall. So why did I choose what I'm wearing? Well, first of all, this top, I'll get up nice and close. You can see, look at this, besides that big thing that's picking up all my voice. This is the Fleming shirt from Atelier. It's a good friend of mine named Hugo. He's the designer and he came out with the Fleming shirt. One guess where it's inspired from, but I loved it in green because it also has that kind of Roger Moore flair. Love the way the biceps hit, and it doesn't fit all tight. It fits nice and billowy, and when it's warm like this, you want something that's nice and billowy. Not to be outdone by the top though, we've got N. Peel's, check this out, you haven't seen this before I bet, N. Peel's linen pants. I know, crazy. I thought they were the cashmere people, but trust me, I wanted this to be linen top, linen bottom, because it can get hot in the Côte d'Azur even at night, but it still keeps me comfortable and it still breaks the wind. I can't believe I said break the wind. I'm not going to edit that. And then to pair it all together, I've kept on, and this is going to be pretty much a mainstay, the sailing bracelet, just seeing how it holds up. It's nice and light and bright, and it makes me happy. And then also I've got the Quantum of Solace on. I was going to go with the Spectre, but I think I'm going to save the Spectre for the more dressy evenings because it has a little bit more dressy of a flair. Love to hang out with you, but I got to get to Gatherall. We'll check out the next outfit probably tomorrow. Today is our big touring day here in the south of France, and I decided to wear and go back to linen, and of course it's the Olibar Brown Sebastian in linen. There we go. But I'm pairing it today with something pretty special. Sunspell came out with Sea Island cotton trousers, but they're kind of cinched trousers. They're a little bit more like the siphoned down tapered sweatpants, but in Sea Island cotton. So check these out. I mean, super, super comfortable. You can see they almost have like a very thin tapered cut. But what I love about these is these are incredibly comfy. And the reality is as I walk around wearing the Olibar Brown waterproof, water tempered sneakers, I'm gonna be comfortable today. And why not? I'm gonna be in a bus, walking around, a lot of movement and a lot of surviving the heat. Here we go.
And right now with you, David, we are going, and the entire party of friendly guests, we are going to see Fort Antoine, where Pierce Brosnan spies the Tiger helicopter.
Very nice.
So welcome to Monaco.
Thank you.
Cut. Print it. No. With the two towers, the two small towers, big old building in the middle of the modern buildings. It's a casino.
All right, we're going on a tour today, another location tour. I've got to be comfortable, a little bit of sprinkling going on here, so I want something that keeps me dry even if it gets wet. This is a performance polo from Oliver Brown. Look at that. By the way, I'm looking very Quantum of Solace, I realize that. I've got my Oliver Brown dry shoes. They can get dry or wet. They've been actually really comfortable. Take a tiny little bit of breaking in if I'm being honest, but now that they've broken in, and I've got a wide foot. I've got my Arm Williams belt on because of course I do. My Quantum's back and hold it. The Sailor bracelet from Omega. So I'm fully kitted out and I get the whole Quantum vibes that I'm doing, but I've got to be free and clear and wearing clothes that I can get a tiny bit wet in, but also very walkable. You're kind of seeing a theme here, right? Yeah. Okay, we're all dolled up for tonight, including Danielle. I know you're posing for a picture. Cool outfit.
Looking stupid.
We got the big gala tonight, right?
Gala time.
Gala time. Overlooking.
Not the guillotine. Gala time.
That's right. Here we go. All right, so it is the big gala night. What does that even mean? Well, you can see behind me, we've got an entire room of Bond alumni, Bond celebrities. We've got Bond fan clubs. We've got a lot of Bond fans, all thanks to Martijn Mulder. And this is what we call the culmination night. It's kind of the night where everything comes together. So I had to come together in kind of a unique outfit. Okay, so I am actually now wearing, as you can see, something very linen. Now, this is a Sunspell striped. It's got silk, it's got cotton, it's very comfortable. Again, it's warm out. But this is the linen Oliver Brown suit, the On Her Majesty's Secret Service homage. Decided to wear that. But you've got all types of modes of dress tonight that have come together. People really showed their creativity. You know what? Let me show you what I mean by that. Oh, we've got Kyle. Kyle, what are we wearing tonight?
Okay, Joan Rivers. I've got on my NPL white dinner jacket, a Turbo Nasser shirt, a cravat that was a very generous gift from my friend Matt Spacer, and Oliver Brown wine red trousers.
Nicely done. Which watch?
I've got the Skyfall Aquaterra.
Lovely. Hey Jay, what's with the tie you're wearing? What's the story?
The love and custard tie, it signifies membership with the MCC, the Middlesex Cricket Club, based in Lords. Cricket, you know, the hard version of baseball, what chess is to checkers, cricket is to baseball. That's what this tie is. I know it's not on brand, I know it's not Bond, it's more something Nigel Smallfawcett would wear in this Never Say Never Again Villefranche setting, but I like it.
How many years have you been waiting for this?
The MCC Cricket Club, I was put down as a child by my father to join, and several decades later, the happiest day of his life, I think, I became a member. And it's a wonderful place. Go to Lords, go for a tourist trip in Lords, it's a great thing. James Bond cricket is only associated in one Bond film, Casino Royale, the pre-title sequence is meant to be set in a cricket pitch in Pakistan, Sholan Eaton, but there we go. Some blood and custard for you.
Love it. Who doesn't like a little extra bonus, right? We all like a little flutter every now and then. As a bonus, I wanted to kind of give you a full review of the Hydro shoes from Oliver Brown, because this is something I talked about on my trip, but I want to give you almost like a how-to, and how did I? So this was something where I had them from Oliver Brown. They were kind enough to send them to me. Figured it was the perfect stomping ground, excuse the pun. No, don't excuse the pun. It's a well-appropriated pun. Stomping ground is the south of France and the Italian Riviera, and I wound up wearing these a lot more than I thought I would. I thought I would probably wear them down to the beach. Makes sense. They're a water shoe. They're specifically made to wear and swim in the water. And I did put them into the Mediterranean, but I actually wound up wearing these all around town, all around the different villages. And at first I thought these may not be walking shoes. You know, they're great for the water, etc. However, what I didn't calculate is these needed a little bit of breaking in. And this is me being very transparent. Clearly, I love the brand All Brown, but this was something where at first I'm wearing these around and I'm like, you know, I don't know if these are the most comfortable shoes. Maybe they're just made to be worn at the beach, maybe going up to a beach restaurant and back to your hotel room and back to the beach and in the water. And maybe that's it. And maybe that's enough because it's called the hydro shoe, for goodness sakes. However, this needed to get wet. And I know that sounds strange. It's like the opposite of gremlins and a mogwai. It's like, don't feed them after midnight and get them wet. You get the reference. These are made to get wet. Once I had these wet for the first time, I walked around in them. And at first I was nervous. I'm like, oh, they're going to get tight. They're going to get tight like a tiger and constrict me. And no, they actually wound up breaking in. In fact, I haven't cleaned these up. You can see there's a little bit of schmutz on here. There's schmutz on the bottom. If you don't know what schmutz is, look it up in Google Translate. I dare you. But these needed to be broken in. They needed to be worn. Out of the box, they were comfortable enough to wear in kind of short spurts. But once I got them wet, that day that I got them wet and walked around with them, they broke in perfectly. And then they were as comfortable as regular deck shoes. And deck shoes, as you know, I wouldn't go walking through the hills. I wouldn't go walking up a mountain with these because these are made to be worn in beach settings or villages or towns, etc. But as deck shoes, they worked perfectly. And now, towards the tail end of my vacation, guess what happened? These other shoes that I brought to be my comfortable walking around shoes, my date shoes, were replaced by these because they were perfectly broken in. They look great. They're very sleek looking in the sense that it's very traditional. It's very Bond. It's that navy. It's got the little All Brown color coding right there. It's got the very simple sole until you go like that and you see the perforations. And by the way, I had a couple people ask me saying, David, don't little rocks go up into there? No, somehow it's like a one-way street where things don't go in. I mean, water goes in, but water comes out, but little rocks, dust. My feet were clean afterwards. I wore these without socks, but what I would say to you is I highly recommend these. I love these. These are probably going to turn into like some of my summer shoes that I just throw in to my luggage because you can see what I'm doing here. They're super light, super, super lightweight. And they say they are. The construction's lightweight, but I would do a little bit of breaking in before I start to use them on vacation, get them wet, wear them around the house, wear them outside in the yard, wear them around town on a short walk, get them wet, get them broken in, and they will probably fast become some of your favorite shoes. All right, just a little added bonus. I wanted to kind of break it down, if you will. Watching this episode, if you want to be up on the latest from the Bond experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.